We're in there. More Vintage Cube. Let's do it. I got another trophy off stream, so I was playing it this morning while I was eating breakfast. Drafted a pretty sweet blue-white list. Got to use Prof's eidetic memory to its fullest extent, I think. Really good blue-white card draw, tempo kind of list. Double Teferi, the One Ring. I got an off-color Mox. Helped a little bit, but it was nice. Managed a trophy. Close matches all the way around, though. There was one, both my opponent and I were both. Game two, we each had 2 cards in our library, and I was able to win on the final turn there. And then for the third game, we both started the game with less than a minute left on our clocks, and his timer ran out before mine. I think I was in a decent chance to win, even if we had enough time, but it would have been close again. Anyway, moving on to this one. We have a couple options here, nothing too great, but there's a Teferi Time Raveler. It is a good planeswalker, a nice three mana walker, but it's not quite one of the ones I love to jam, like it being 2 colors. You know, it's not like Oko and Minsc and Boo or even I think even Grist is like slightly better as far as jamming it. But Teferi is, I mean, it's still very good. There's also combos with it, like Displacer Kitten you can get into. But there's also Lion's Eye Diamond, Misty Rainforest, and Dismember are kind of the other options. Lion's Eye Diamond, of course, if you're really into combo stuff, you want to try to get Breach going. Dismember is just great in any deck. It's an awesome removal spell. You can play it with any color. There's Misty Rainforest too. I'm just gonna start with Dismember. I know some people might go for Misty Rainforest, and on a different day I probably would too. But I'm gonna go with Dismember to start with. Another interesting pack here. Nothing like crazy good, but a lot of really solid cards. You can go down. There's the One Ring. Once again, keeps you open. You're not locked into any colors, similar to Dismember. There's Parallax Wave, which might. I mean, the One Ring's probably still stronger, just in a vacuum. But especially because the One Ring's just colorless, I think I'm gonna lean more towards that. But Parallax Wave's really strong. Then of course there's Memory Lapse, and then Vaultborn Tyrant. Vaultborn Tyrant is at its best in Sneak Attack and Flash. But I think it's pretty clearly the One Ring out of this pack, but some good stuff. I would love to wheel like Ancient Tomb. I don't think that's going to happen, but this pack is pretty good. Some people don't prioritize Ancient Tomb very highly, but I think it'd be nice. Anyway, although that would introduce a lot of life loss in this deck starting out, you know, Dismember and the One Ring. Just immediately losing a bunch of life. All right, now we get Solitude. We did just pass Parallax Wave. I don't remember what I passed out of the first pack in white, but if I took Solitude, it would cut white pretty hard. I think Deep Cavern Bat is really strong. I'd probably take that if I was taking the black card. I'm not really interested in Valgaboth all that much. It's a pretty good reanimation target. I've had opponents play it against me, and it is pretty hard to deal with. I mean, the ward is a serious ward, you know, unless you have like Shieldred's Edict or something. It is kind of hard to get rid of. It doesn't have like quite as much of an immediate impact like some other like Archon, you know, making you sack a creature, discard a card, and all that. But it is just really hard to deal with, and 9/9 lifelink is something you can't really race, you know. But I think I might go with Solitude or Deep Cavern Bat here. Not actually sure which one's the best, but I'm gonna go with Solitude. I think if we can cut white, could be pretty good. You think Chalice Spurt? Yeah, I don't know about that. I don't think Chalice is very good. I can maybe see it if you want to go artifacts, but Solitude, yeah. I think Solitude's pretty good. Unless you're saying the pick is nuts, like it's crazy to take that card, but I think it's pretty good. I mean, I'm kind of fine with just taking Council's Judgment here now, followed up. It is a little tough in white when you start taking double white cards because you're tempted to just go mono white, and it's a lot harder to splash. It's a little bit of a slippery slope, but the rest of this pack's not that great. I mean, there's Watergrave Scrubland, I think Scrubland would probably be fine based on how we've started, but I'll take Council's Judgment. I like Council's Judgment quite a bit. It answers a lot of things. Answers Valgavoth, like I was just talking about. Batterskull. Yeah, Batterskull is pretty good if you end up with Stoneforge. There are some other slightly better Stoneforge targets, though. And I think I would prefer to start with the Stoneforge and then look for Batterskull. But yeah, I like the OG Batterskull. Okay, now we have Taiga. Walking Ballista is pretty cool. Glimmer Lens is fine. Reclamation's kind of whatever. Probably not just going to take a red-green land. I could maybe take Rafine's Tower, but I think I'd rather just have Ballista or Glimmer Lens, just stay white, or take a decent Ballista here. Yeah, Glimmer Lens is fine, I guess. Okay, so we're still getting white. There's a Inti, pretty good red card. Elegant Parlor, Manifold Key. Not really a Manifold Key deck unless you want to just go hard on the One Ring. I like Giver of Runes quite a bit. Jackrabbit is good, but it doesn't really affect the board all that much. It's a pretty substantial threat that kind of goes anywhere on the curve. But I think I like prioritizing stuff that's actually more interactive, or in this case protects you from interaction. Sort of the reverse. The rest of these cards I don't think are very viable. Maybe Inti if you want to go into red too. But I'll just take the Giver. Okay, yeah, the white's flowing. There's a City of Traders also, but I think it's a little worse than Ancient Tomb in this deck. There's the Cauldron, so this is a slightly better sorry, a slightly better Stoneforge target. Although it is harder to hard cast, so putting it in your deck is a little more, not really risky, but like can be a little awkward compared to Batterskull, which is much easier to just play for 5. But yeah, I'm gonna take Adeline here. There's a chance I will Elspeth. I mean, it's probably gonna be like Anger or something, but you never know. Ooh, yeah, good white's coming late. You got a Felia here. Felia's great. I really like Sunblessed Healer. I hope this card stays in the cube. It's been pretty solid, especially if you get Luris. That's a good one. But yeah, I'm gonna take Felia. And passing some good red too. Fiery Confluence, Fear is pretty good. Badlands. But yeah, Felia is great. So I'm looking like I'm just going to be mono white so far. Wheel to Absent. This might have been the only white card too. I don't remember any other good white cards in the first pack. But I could be wrong. With the Lion's Eye, but we're not really on that. Chainsaw is good. But I think I'd rather just stay white and take Absent. Ooh, okay, so we did wheel the Ancient Tomb. But I'm not looking so much like an Ancient Tomb deck now. I thought I might be with the One Ring, but Esper Sentinel's solid. I'm wondering if I want to take Plateau instead, though. Just for like Othari and whatnot. I think Sentinel, yeah. I'm kind of thinking Sentinel. I like having a lot of 1-drops, as many as I can get. And I don't know if I'm red yet, so I don't want to take a speculative duel when there's a good playable. I will take a red card here, though, I think, over Talisman, Chalice. Let me go with Nemesis. I think it's more impactful if we do end up being red. Bobble. I might take Bobble just in case we get Luris. I don't think I'm playing Arena. I doubt that I'll be that heavy red at this point. But yeah, I'll take Bobble. Mutavault, maybe. I mean, if we're mono white, I might play it. Wheel the Jackrabbit, cool. Tendrils, okay. So we didn't wheel a ton of white, but I don't think there was actually that much to wheel. We were kind of cutting most of it, and I mean, maybe somebody else is in it, but who knows? I think we got a pretty good first pack. This one's not so great for the first pick. The pack as a whole is not very good, but especially the options in white are pretty lacking. Guardian Scale Lord's not the best. Portable Hole is fine. I mean, Gitaxian Probe is kind of something, I guess. Birds of Paradise, if I was thinking I might be green, but green didn't seem super open. There's a Necromancy. I guess Necromancy is probably one of the stronger cards in the pack. I could take that. But not too enthused about Portable Hole as the first pick. Yeah, let's take Necromancy. I think it's just a lot better than the other options here. Alright, there's Minskin Boo. I mean, the other options, like the white cards here, are just really not very good. Lion Sash is fine. I kind of just want to take Minskin Boo. I mean, I could maybe find fixing. You never know. I already passed up on Plateau. But we could get there. I'm not really missing anything. Like, I don't really want Virtue or Sash all that much. Minskin Boo is just way, way better. Yeah. I mean, Tameo could be an option too. It could be blue-white. Be a lot easier to splash or play. I'm not saying like these cards are terrible, but they're not exciting. Maybe I'll take Tameo. Yeah, that's fine. I'll try to get some blue. I get Evangelist. Ooh, good red cards here. Snuff Out, good and black. Another Virtue. 2 Virtues in a row. Shadowy Backstreet if I wanted to stick with a Necromancy line. But I think Evangelist is good. Ooh, Reprieve. Preordained Foff, both fine. Might wheel the Jitte if we're lucky. But I'll take Reprieve over Lingering Souls, I think. Alright, there's the Luris. There's also Witch Enchanter Path, Palantir. I actually like Witch Enchanter because it's a nice little land spell thing. It's pretty cool. It could wheel though. I think I want to take Luris. Seems like a nice Luris deck so far, although we did miss out on the whatever sun thing. You think Path? Yeah, Path is pretty good. Certainly good interaction. Yeah, it's either that or Luris. I think there's a decent chance I wheel Enchanter, but you never know. There aren't that many cards left, so it might not come around. Yeah, I'll take Path, I guess. Cheap interaction's good. I had the Bobble and some good 1s and 2s. I thought Luris might be solid. Commando, Bronco, Courtyard. Yeah, I'll take Commando. Exercise, Godless Shrine. The black-white fixing has been prevalent in this pack, but I've not taken it. I think I might still just take Exercise. I mean, I don't need to play Necromancy. I'd rather find blue fixing anyway for Tameo. But really, I'm not hoping to play that either. I'll just grab the Exercise. Godless Shrine is good if we will Lingering Souls, but I've actually liked Exercise pretty well. Sheltered by Ghosts. It's a late breach, but I'm not really breaching. No More Lies if I wanted to dip more into blue for Tameo. Don't really have a use for Vantage now. I'll take the Sheltered, I think. Try that out. I haven't actually played with that card yet. So somebody took the Portable Hole. I guess I'll grab Scale Lord. I don't love it, but it's fine. Okay, now we get Virtue back. So somebody else is definitely taking white cards. Alright, I'll take the Backstreet now. And we got the Lingering Souls, okay. So I guess I'll play the Backstreet. So yeah, I mean, having that Shrine would be nice, but I took a good card over it. And we got the Enchanter back. That's cool. I don't think I need to play Sorin. Don't really need Savannah. Yeah. All right. Fnatic is good, but Okay. Pretty good first two packs there. No power, but a nice little mono white start. Looking for more one drops, like a Mother of Runes would be great. Oh. Oh god. Okay. I mean, that's pretty awesome. I'm glad that we're not drafting in pod because I don't want to pass a Soul Ring to somebody I'm going to play against, but I'll happily take a Mox Pearl. If it was an off-color Mox, I might take Soul Ring. Just because, if it's going to be off-color anyway, you might as well take the one that adds 2. But Pearl in this case being on-color, I think is just a little better than Soul Ring, especially because I don't have that many 3s that... Like, I don't really have any 4s, and I have only 2 3s that require 2 colorless, so pretty low curve list where Pearl's going to shine a lot more. Passing Vista, I don't really need. Obviously, passing Soul Ring. If I get Wandering Emperor back, that'd be pretty sweet. Or even Figure of Destiny would be really nice. Good one drop. But yeah, easy Pearl, of course. Okay. I think we already passed the Sword in the first pack, unless I'm thinking of a different draft. I'm pretty sure we already passed the Sword. But there's Flicker Wisp. Securitron Squadron's pretty sweet. I do have some token making stuff. Like it's great with Jackrabbit. Pretty good with Virtue makes a token. Glimmerlens makes a token technically. It's great with Adeline, Evangelist, Soul. So like we have a lot of token making stuff. But yeah, I guess I could take that first since it's probably less likely to wheel since it's only single white. I'm not sure. I like a good Flicker Wisp, but I don't have a ton to do with it. It's decent with Solitude. It's okay with Glimmerlens. You can blink the equipment, make another 2/2. But it doesn't do a ton other than that. It takes out a blocker. I guess I can flicker one ring. It's fine. But I think I'm gonna go with the Squadron. It's a little more versatile on the curve. But I do have some other options to spread out on the curve a little bit. Virtue. Ooh, Urza Saga. Not really a leyline binding deck. So I could take Saga. As the Jetmir's Garden if I took that Minskin Boo. Yeah, I mean, I have Bobble, Mox Pearl. I think Saga's fine. I have Squadron's an artifact and makes other artifacts. Glimmerlens is an artifact. Yeah, got the One Ring. I got some like incidental artifacts. I mean, even if the Saga tokens are like 3/3s, it's still pretty solid, so I'll take that. Ooh, okay, Flooded Strand would be nice if I had more of a reason to be black. Go get the Backstreet and stuff, but I'm just going to take Caracas. Caracas is pretty sick. Sometimes, you can like just shut down an entire entire deck sometimes. Oh man, I love Guide of Souls. That's like one of my favorite one drops. Urza's Bobble's fine. I guess if I wheel it, there's a chance I play it, but probably not. I'm pretty full up on playables now after I take the guide. Okay, Eagles is fine. There's also Soul Cauldron. Don't think I need Grim Monolith. I'm just wondering if I want Soul Cauldron for the board. Could be good. Probably just Eagles, though. Goes to get Backstreet if I want it. Can be a creature if I flood. I don't know. I like Soul Cauldron. I think I like it a little bit more than most people, but I should probably still just take Eagles. I don't know. I don't have Containment Priest or any, like, I don't have Lion Sash. I guess I could wheel it. But I would like to have some graveyard interaction. Oh well. Lauren's fine. Revoker. I'd probably put both of those in the board. Lauren's more main deckable. Let's see, I already have Commando. Absent, Reprieve. Yeah, I think I'll still just take Lauren though. You think Revoker? Yeah, I I was kind of stuck between those two. I could easily see Revoker being better there, especially since I already have Commando. Yeah, this one's just an easy Luminarch. All right, wheeled both of the ones I wanted. Emperor's pretty good, but I think I'm gonna grab the figure. I think I'm gonna be more low to the ground here. Yeah, I like figure. All right, wield the Flicker Wisp. Also wield Steel Seraph, but I think I'm gonna go with the Flicker Wisp. It's more interactive. Can kill tokens, Blink of Solitude and all the things I mentioned before. Not gonna play Binding, but I'll take it, I guess. Touch the Spirit Realm. Sure. I don't think I'll play that one though. Put it in the board. All right, you're gonna have to make some cuts. Probably get rid of Scale Lord. I think Bobble can probably go. Although, we did have Saga. Teferi. Probably board the Exercise. I guess that's another reason to not take Lauren and take Revoker instead. Have the Exercise. Is this a 16 lander? Could be. Pretty low curve. Plus Bobble. Yeah, I mean it's pretty low curve. If Jackrabbit's around like a 3 or 4. Plus Witch is basically a land too. Yeah, I think this works. Maybe make one cut. I don't know. Yeah, I think I'll make one cut somewhere. Commando, Virtue. Could be Esper Sentinel. I like Esper Sentinel with Luminarch Aspirant though. It's not like Thalia where it like affects your stuff too, so you only want it in against people who have like an abnormal number of non-creature spells. It's pretty good against anybody, especially if you buff it up. Because every deck's gonna have non-creature spells, but like Thalia is especially good against like Storm and stuff like that. Yeah, I think it's Virtue. So it's okay with Squadron. But I feel like Commando is gonna be better in most cases. Like, yeah, there's the option of like the big 5 mana enchantment, throw some counters around, but I've found in my experience that doesn't really affect the game all that much. Sometimes it does, but yeah, I'll ditch the Virtue for a land. Don't need a swamp. All right, let's roll with this. I think especially having like the One Ring and stuff like Figure of Destiny, some card draw with Glimmer Lens. We have ways to use mana even if we get a little bit flooded. Um, Jackrabbit can be anything, any amount of mana. I have a little bit of options with my lands too, like, Eagles I'm counting as a land, but it's a 6-drop also, Witch Enchanter is a 4-drop, Caracas is kind of an active land. Alright, play first. A little land heavy, but good curve regardless. I'll keep. So I think I'll play the Saga a little bit later so that I can level the figure, potentially. Play Luminarch and all that. Although, maybe I'll probably just play Luminarch turn 2, so maybe I will play Saga turn 2, and then I'll just make a token. Make another token, and then I'll level the figure later. See what they play. Yeah, if they're playing Tameo anyway, it's no point in leveling, really. Yeah, I think I'll go ahead and do it. Might as well attack, I don't know. Maybe they'll get scared. Uh-oh. Gotta find removal for that pretty quick. Okay, so I can make figure potentially a 4/4. Drawing a lot of lands here. I don't think I'm supposed to attack. Because it wouldn't be that hard for them to just eat the figure, even if I make it a 4/4, and then if I do, I don't get a Saga token. Just hold back. If I'm gonna tussle with the frog, I want to do it on blocks so they don't get a card. Tameo into Psychic Frog's a pretty sick start. Okay. Holding all their cards. Could just make a Saga token to chump. Oh, they're not attacking the Psychic Frog. I like that, I think. Must have some good cards. Or they think I have interaction or something. Shadow Spear. Okay, I wonder if they have a Saga also. Or if they're just playing the Spear. Okay, equipping to the tapped creature. Interesting. Okay, so do I Witch Enchanter the Shadow Spear, or do I just make another token? Probably make another token. Could also Flicker Wisp the Tameo, which knocks the spear off and then lets me block it. But now let's just make another token. Let's go wide. Make them all 3/3s, and we can buff up the figure with the Mox Pearl. Sure, I'll take that. It's a little risky with against blue-black, you know, they could have interaction, but I think if they put a bunch of counters on the frog, we could get something going here. So if I throw a counter on figure, goes to a 4/4, and make it into a 5/5, they can't really block it then. So I think I throw it here instead of the construct. I don't think they would discard their whole hand, so maybe I'm supposed to put it on the construct as a better blocker. But I have two constructs here, so alright, still gonna make it a 5/5 because why not? All right, go ahead. Okay. So I have pretty good frog defenses now, luckily. Stemia is racking up the clue tokens. Hopefully they don't jam a Toxic Deluge. I guess they would lose all their creatures too, though. Ah, Tolarian Academy is pretty sick. Okay. Grim Monolith, okay. Yikes. No plays. Okay. They haven't really put anything into the Psychic Frog yet. I'm kind of surprised they didn't draw cards and flip Tameo. But, yeah, I don't know. Let's go to combat, I guess. Discard 2, draw. Yeah, I guess I'll just go like that. They can draw a bunch of cards and then discard some to frog. They still can't kill figure unless they have other interaction. I could attack with the 3/3 to kind of bait them into discarding some cards to frog, but they would only have to discard 2, which isn't really that much. And then I would go Sheltered by Ghost. So I think I'd rather bait them with the 4/4. At least they discard one more card that way. And I don't completely get blown out. I guess it would push more damage if I attacked the 3/3, but yep. Okay, they're drawing all the cards. They flip Tameo. Okay, so Sheltered by Ghosts does deal with non-land permanents, not just creatures. So I could shelter the Tameo if I wanted. Okay, so they can eat the construct if they dump a bunch of cards. But then I would just either Flicker Wisp it or sheltered the Psychic Frog. I guess if I Flicker Wisp the Tameo, it goes back to the 0-3. Yeah, looks like they're going to dump some cards. Hopefully nothing big. Oh. They're just jumping. Well, that's odd. Do they have a Toxic Deluge? Alright, well, I'm just gonna play Witch Enchanter and blow up their Grim Monolith then. Because it takes them off essentially 4 mana because of Academy. They could have a sweeper here, but I don't know. They're pretty dead if they don't, so. Kaito, that's not gonna do it. Okay. Yeah, okay. Equip the Shadow Spear. Yeah, I think that's game. Oh, I could have Flicker Wisped it and then hit the Tameo. Oh well. Was that enough? So Tameo minus on everything. So it's 2, 5, 7, plus the one-off aspirant counters 8, plus 7, 6. So it's 14, yeah. Plenty. Cool. Alright, so Blue-Black Academy. Psychic Frog, Tameo. I guess Exercise can come in. Lauren. Probably Touch too. Already have the Witch Enchanter. Some main deck hate. Flicker Wisp seemed pretty good there. Not really sure what to cut. Like Esper Sentinel seems pretty good. I don't know, maybe Lingering Souls can go. Evangelist. I don't know, it's all pretty good. Probably just cut like Absent, I guess. whatever. Mox, bobble, no lands. On the draw, but I should probably still mulligan. Actually, nah. I'm gonna keep. I'm gonna risk it. Don't try this at home. I'm gonna wait till their turn so I don't get thought seized somehow. Not that they can thought seize a land, but him to Turok. I guess I shouldn't F6 with a path just in case. Urborg turns all my lands into swamps. Dothy's good, but I don't think I need to path it right away. The moment of truth. All right, there's one. And another. Look at that. Okay. Let's go Luminarch. Okay. Land pass. So it's kind of tempting to play Adeline here. Just jam in. But I would be tapping out. Could just hold up reprieve. I mean, even though they got first hit, I would end up winning the race with aspirant counters. Let's just play Caracas and pass. Hold up reprieve. That way I can cycle the Eagles too, make sure I hit my fourth land drop. They can cast Eagles off Voidwalker if they want, but it's not even that big of an upgrade. Now the question is, do I want to path the Voidwalker first? Because I'm probably going to want to play Adeline next turn. Nah, let's just reprieve it, and then I'll Eagles, get my fourth land, and I can play Adeline with Caracas up in case of removal. Alright, well, there's the land anyway. I guess I won't give them Eagles then on Voidwalker in case that's relevant. Yeah, I'll just take my turn. Exercise, okay. Seems like they have something here, like a snuff out or something. Maybe not. Mm-hmm. Yeah, the sweeper. Yeah, it doesn't really do that much, but it works, I guess. All right, so now we can go Adeline Giver, maybe. Play a big Jackrabbit, but if they have a counterspell, I'd rather play two things. All right, they're F6'd. Oh, I guess I could have cycled the Eagles there. That was a punt. Oh well. Could have got another land in there. What's up, Ali? There's the old Jace. Gonna bounce the Adeline. Oh, they're gonna brainstorm. Okay. Interesting. Mm-hmm. Discard an Echo of Eons. So we could get Bowmastered. Or Shieldred. Might need to leave up a path. I mean, even though they're at 10, I'll probably still take out the Jace. I think that makes sense. Not any big hurry. Could Council's Judgment hit, but I don't think that makes much sense. Let's just go get a Plains, and then I think I'll just play a Jackrabbit as a 2-3. We have Solitude plus Caracas. I could play it bigger since we have the Solitude, but I want to make sure I got two ways to deal with a Breacher or Shieldred. So we'll send Adeline at Jace, then we'll send the token at them since Adeline will be a 3-4. All right. So pretty good setup. Next turn, if they let me attack, Adeline will become a 6 power. 8 plus 9 is 10. So got 10 damage coming in. They kind of have to have something here. They're just going to straight up echo. Okay. Sure. No tricks. I didn't draw any interactions, but the echo's gone. So the reason I was holding up interaction is also gone. Tameo. So shuffled Toxic Deluge back in. And Voidwalker. Okay. Preordain. Sure. Justel. What game is this? This is Magic the Gathering. Specifically on Magic Online. MTGO. Bounce the Tameo. And Voidwalker can't block, so this is lethal. We draw the path. Nice. Welcome back. GG. Nice. Ooh, instant opponent. Play first. This isn't the best hand, but I'll keep, I guess. I mean, Jackrabbit into Adeline's not the worst. We have Sheltered by Ghosts, too. In a swamp. Okay, Caracas could be good. Really want to shelter that, but I'm a little worried about interaction. I guess the only thing that would really get me is like a burn spell or fatal push, because they'd have to pay 2 for the ward. Could also Council's Judgmented, I guess. But buffing the power of the Jackrabbit's also kind of nice. The power of the Jackrabbit. Although playing Council Judgment uses my mana a lot better. Yeah, let's go with Sheltered. Buff the rabbit a little bit. Definitely risky. But if I can dodge a bolt or a fatal push, maybe get there. And it's like, yeah, I mean, if they do have the interaction, they have to use their whole turn on it at least. And I do lose my Jackrabbit, and they get their thing back. But I got an extra rabbit out of the deal and gained a little bit of life, so it's not like a terrible 2-for-1. Which kind of turned Sheltered by Ghost into a bounce spell that made a rabbit, you know. It's kind of what it was, not really, but sort of. But yeah, like I was saying last turn, if we played Council Judgment, the next turn we could have held up. We could have like played Sheltered on their next thing, And then held up reprieve, which is especially good with ward. But I feel like Council's Judgment takes care of scarier things more permanently. I don't mind too much if they get a Blood Tithe back. Uh-oh. Yeah, of course they got it. Alright, I mean, it's a bummer, but it's the risk I took. And now they can kill Adeline with Blood Tithe if they want. It's unfortunate. I guess I can bounce it with Caracas. So I either play Adeline straight out or play Guide of Souls first to get the life and thing, but then they Blood Tithe it. I guess I'll just play it and then attack, because might as well. I'm going to get a token off the attack, so it's kind of even. Oh, okay. Well, discarding Carnosaurus, I'm assuming they have recursion. But they can't harvester my Adeline anymore. Unfortunately, Carnosaur is not one of the big things that's legendary. They do take 6 damage here, though. I can cancel Judgment that, so as long as they don't... Ah, they hit a gold span. Yikes. That's really lucky. Hitting a good 5 drop off Carnosaur is pretty sick. Now they get to hit my Judgment, yeah. Wow. Okay. Sick. They wouldn't have even had the mana for that if it wasn't for Gold Span, exactly. Kind of silly. Also a Saga Enjoyer. Let's see. I'm going to go ahead and bounce this. Get another trigger, and then next turn I can give something flying, potentially. I could have just held back, I guess, and gotten a energy counter from the Saga token next turn. Been able to protect Adeline. But if they have removal for Adeline, I'm dead anyway, so whatever. Alright, I guess they can harvester that, sure. Fair enough. Alright, I feel pretty dead here. They just ripped an insanely good Carnosaur hit. Kind of did it. Sure. Into sneak attack, really? Okay. Unexpectedly absent, huh? I mean, they have sneak attack now, so it's not really going to do that much good. Unless I put it further down, but then I don't get a token. I guess that doesn't really matter too much. Sure. Take 4, go to 5. They can sneak whatever they want next turn. They can also draw to Carnosaur and just sneak that anyway with the blood tokens. But unless they also have removal, then okay. I mean that. I'm a fucking idiot, dude. I literally have Caracas sitting here, untapped. For that sole reason. Stupid. Whatever. Go ahead, kill me. Tutor for whatever you want. Let's see what they sneak, and then I'll scoop. GG, you got me. Mox, Pearl, Apprentice. I got a weird deck. Okay. Grief. Odd stuff. GG. So, I mean, Lauren Exercise kills sneak attack, I guess. Survival. But they usually kind of do what they're going to do the turn they play them. Not always, but. Yeah, it's just unfortunate. I mean, them ripping not only a 5-drop, but a 5-drop that swung in for damage and gave them 2 extra mana to him away my Council Judgment was just pretty unbelievable. But this is Vintage Cube. Ugh. Let's see. I think they'll just bring in Exercise, because that at least kills creatures too. If they get a big guy down. Yeah, I'll try that. I don't want to go too reactionary on the play. I'll keep this. Seems decent. Okay. 2 removal spells. I take the Council's Judgment. Makes sense. Yeah, I'm not gonna save that for 5 mana. Just jam. Okay. I forgot I had vigilance. That's funny. Okay, Death of the Carnosaur. Take 6. Voldaren Epicure. That kind of evens out the luck on the dragon, I guess, huh? So land kills Carnosaur, but lets him gain 7. Absent, okay. Could Solitude it. Because if I absent it, then they just replay it for the discard thing, and they still get good value, especially if they have like Recurring Nightmare. Kind of just want to exile it, but they also have they probably have other ways to like get a creature in the yard and Recurring Nightmare that, but I don't know. Let's just do this, because that way if I draw land, I can still Solitude something. Jump. Okay, I like that for my Recurring Nightmare fears. There's the sneak. Alright, so they can sneak out the Carnosaur. I have Solitude now at least, but yeah, Absent would have taken care of the sneak a little better, of course. There's another risk of playing that there. See if they have another sneak thing. They probably do. But we at least know that they're drawing Carnosaur here. But they've had several other draws since then. If they have a Traxa, I guess I'm probably going to die. They rip Grief. Okay. Sure. Emrakul. Okay, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 22. Block. So if I just block there, it's 2 is 5. I go to 22, take 20. All right, go Securitron. 3-turn clock. Wow, unreal. GG's. I mean, yeah. Partially my own fault, partially just bad beats, but GG's. I mean, definitely could have played that differently, you know. Just the whole match, it was kind of like every play I made that had some amount of risk for them having a certain thing, they had the thing. So it was like, okay, I'll make this play, and if they have this, then I kind of get punished. But if not, then you know, I get a big advantage. And then they kind of just always had the thing that I was afraid they would have. But also, definitely made a couple mistakes there, so it happens. All right, no trophy, unfortunately, but maybe get some redemption here. So this is kind of funny. I can either start with Jackrabbit and have it be smaller, but immediately get like bigger tokens if I play Squadron, or I can start with Squadron and then go Lingering Souls and then have a bigger Jackrabbit later. I think I'll probably go for that. But we'll see what we draw, see what our opponent does first. Glimmerland's not bad. It's pretty good with Squadron too. Uh-oh. They did mulligan though, so library's not going to be active. Wow, really got the Securitron hand here. Hopefully it lives. Vamp Tutor on upkeep, okay. What is this going to be? So I think next turn, I mean, it depends on what they get here, I guess, but planning to Lingering Souls or Adeline. It depends if they have a blocker. If they have a blocker for a Squadron, I guess I'll just go Lingering Souls, get a couple 2/2 flyers. But we'll see. Collective Brutality. And they're looking at my hand. They're going to take my Lingering Souls. That's not too bad. I have like one Black Source plus Eagles. It's annoying that Squadron is gone though, because this hand is very good with it. Let's see. They missed a land drop, I think. They have Alpha Deathclaw. They can recur. Yeah, I think I still just play Adeline. I mean, Jackrabbit only gets better as you play more lands, so just wait on it. They pin a bat, okay. Alright, that's one way to get the Deathclaw out. Go for my Lingering Souls first, though. It makes sense. Deathclaw next turn. Yeah, I'll just do that, I guess. Play Glimmerlands. Oh, I should have played Glimmerlands first. I always forget to play creatures pre-combat for Adeline. Make it bigger. Oh well. Missed a damage. I could also hold the Oh, right. Put a nest counter on it. Sure. I was going to say I could hold the Caracas, but whatever. If I hold Caracas, they just blow something else up, you know. Not really saving much. I'd rather just play the lands out. Let's see if they activate the Emperor here. Sure. Oh, they go for Caracas, really? Interesting. I'll take 6. They have a creature removal spell then? Yeah, that makes more sense. Last card is a mountain. Okay. Yeah, I'll throw the counter on here and offer the trade so I can draw a card. Twitching Doll is getting to where it's pretty tasty there with all the potential spiders. So if they want to trade, I'm fine with that. Okay, Eagle's showing why it's not quite a land. But my opponent is going off the top. Looks like they ripped something decent here. Palantir, it's a solid one. I'm at 14. I'll mill 1 at least, but we'll see what's up. See how they scry. Two to the top. I guess I'll take a 9. Cool. Yeah, maybe against recursion I could have just let him draw, but I don't know. My Lingering Souls is gone. I could still get Backstreet though. But I think I want to play Rabbit. I mean, unless they have a Shallow Grave exactly. I mean, they put 2 on top. If they had Recursion Spell and Big Creature on the top, and they made me mill the Big Creature to draw Recursion, like, that's pretty insane. Oh my god. That was the best Palantir scry I've ever seen in my life. That's baffling. Okay. Just get the Miracle Fanatic after I take 9 from milling Valgavoth. Wow. Unreal. Yeah, you can draw a card. Jesus Christ. After that, just, yeah, take your cards. Yeah, take it. Fuck. I can't even shelter it because I have to sacrifice a bunch of shit. I guess I can make the rabbit tokens and then path it. I have to shelter the fanatic though. I guess it's not the end of the world. Alright, fine. Shelter was a pretty good draw. Let's do that, I guess. Sheesh. Blue, huh? Okay. An ambitious mana base over there. So, at least Path exiles it. So if they get rid of this and they get the Fnatic back, the worst they're getting is like a bat. Snuff out. Okay, they go to 1. They're gonna get the doll or the bat. Probably the bat, I would guess. It's like kind of a tough choice though. I guess they'll probably take the ring. One top, one bottom. I could actually mill here potentially. It's a little risky though. Oh wait, no, it's the top 3 now. Never mind. Yeah, you can draw. Whatever. I always forget the Palantir skill. Or actually, it's not that I always forget. It's that I haven't played with it. I haven't played against it in a while, so forgot that milling is pretty much forbidden after 3 counters. Solitude's not nothing. I guess I'll do that instead. Attack for 2. They don't have to block because they'll go up to 5. What's funny is I don't think it's actually that crazy to Flicker Wisp the Fnatic, make him jump with the bat. They would get bat or Twitching Doll back, though. I guess we'd kind of be in the same spot. Except they'd have 1 more life, and I would have a Flicker Wisp out. But then I could potentially Solitude the bat and hit him for 3. But I guess at that point they're attacking with Fnatic, though, to gain more. Yeah, it's just Evoke, I guess. They have a lot of cards now, so I'm assuming they're going to have more plays, but not the biggest fan of this. Oh, I should definitely just exile the bat. Yeah. Get the ring. Never mind. Guide. Okay. That doesn't work. You gotta throw it in Mount Doom. No attacks. I don't know about that one. Does have lifelink there, but whatever. I think I draw. Yeah. All right. Bunch of 1-drops. Not bad. Go ahead and level now for F6 value. Ooh. Okay. Interesting. So, I mean, Wheel of Fortune is just kind of a good card, but could mean that they have. Am I doubling here? Probably not. I think I just block. Might be a sweeper. What I don't want to do is put Fnatic in the yard and let them get like a double recursion. And if they have just regular removal, I don't want to dump them to 2-for-1 me that way. There's no way for me to avoid them gaining life, so just chump. Keep my own life total relatively high. So I have 6 mana next turn. I can't buff the figure all the way up because it's not a 4/4 yet. But I could play like Witch Enchanter and hold up Felia. And throw like figure or something in the air with the Guide of Souls. You go to their end step with 7 cards. Yeah, you can draw. You can immediately discard unless you have an instant. I guess that they can discard a big thing now, but they don't. Felia flickering the One Ring is pretty sick. Should I draw? Probably. But I kind of know what I'm doing. I mean, I think I just enchant her and then attack. That Lord of the Rings artifact is not indestructible. Mm. I'm going to throw the figure. If they have removal, I think I'd actually rather have the guide because it's gaining me life and I can throw another creature in the air later. Alright, they go to 1. Yeah, I don't think I need to draw. I guess I'll draw if I need to find. I already used Path. I don't really have any more instant speed stuff. Oh, they draw off library, sure. Bowmasters. Let's see. You have another draw 7? Is that it? Okay, Dismember's good. I guess I can't go too low with the One Ring. He's going to hit me. Yeah, it's gonna kill me. Shit. Just gotta hope they don't have a draw 7. They get Underground Sea. This is tough, because I can gain another life with Thalia, so I don't die to the Bowmasters, but then I just die to One Ring. I can dismember the Bowmasters, but then I die to One Ring that way, because I couldn't play Thalia. I guess on my upkeep I could play Thalia, right? Yeah, that works. Alright. See what they do, though. Not doing it on my turn opens me up to a counter spell. Oh shit, but I could not draw Thalia. Fuck. I have to just draw Thalia again. Damn it. Okay. Fingers crossed. We drew Solitude. Okay, so I can Solitude my own creature. Yeah. Okay. Ritual. Okay. Bone shards that give runes. I mean, they ritualed, so I'm assuming they have another removal spell of some sort. Probably a burn spell. And I just died a Fanatic. Oh god, Minskin Boo. Yeah, that's pretty good. So I do get another draw with One Ring. So I gain a life off Solitude. I gain a life off Solitude, go to 4. I can block the Fanatic. If I exile my figure, I gain 4 more. I go to 8. I take 5. I go to 3 again. Shit. So what if I... Oh, they're just going to sack a creature? Um... Okay. So I go to 4, they sack. I go to 3. I don't remember if I get another... I think I get another chance to respond. Yeah. So I go to 4. I think it has to be a figure. So unfortunately, I still have to draw something off of the One Ring. Bowmaster's on top. Okay. So I go to 3. I have to draw Felia. No, because then, fuck, because then the One Ring goes up 1, and I'd have to draw like 2 things. I think I'm still dead. Shit. Oh wait, Saga doesn't happen until main phase. Fuck. God damn it. I think I'm dead. Fucking hell, man. Okay, let's trigger that. If I draw exactly Felia off this, Jackrabbit, okay. Path. Doesn't do anything. Council's Judgment. Damn, dude. Close one. Shit. So what could I have done differently there? Um, I guess I didn't need to attack. I probably didn't need to attack with Guide of Souls, but I don't know. It seems a little iffy. They had 2 draw 7s, one with the Bowmasters out. I think I played it pretty well. Just an unfortunate turn of events. They also threw in a braid at the One Ring, so if they still had that a braid to throw out something else, then I probably would have died a lot more quickly. So it is what it is. So there's kind of 5-color whatever mishmash of things. Draw 7s and Bowmasters. Midskin Boob. Hmm. Just make that swap. I mean, Glimmerlands is good to draw cards, but with Bowmasters flying around, don't really want to draw incidental cards and just get pinged, blown out. Could cut Flicker Wisp too, because it's just a prime Bowmasters target. But this hand's not that very good, but I think it's still a keep. I have a lot of cards that are good with the squadron, so having that could lead to some spice. The Sentinel. I think I'll actually play that first, even though it can get Bowmastered. Because, you know, if it turns out where I end up playing different cards for the next couple turns, I end up squadroning or squatting the squadron. Be better later. Get a Bayou. Sentinel obviously dies to Bowmasters, but Twitching Doll. Yeah, I'll go ahead and kill that thing. They're playing like a bunch of colors. Mox Pearl, huh? Hmm. Yeah. Let's go Flicker. Snuff out the flicker wisp. Sure. They let me draw? Okay. Deal. Fable. Okay. Kind of want to Judgment the Fable because I don't want him to loot, but playing Squadron here also seems pretty good. They already have Troll in the graveyard. They could easily bin some more scary stuff. Recur those, like Deathclaw. The only recursion we saw was Emperor Bones last game, but I'm assuming they have possibly more. Virtue of Loyalty. Okay. So that makes a 4/4 now. Kind of cool. Yeah, I guess I won't Judgment the Fable yet. Because what it's doing now and what it's doing next turn isn't really going to change. I'm assuming they'll play the one now. They vamp. The only downside is if they have a way to like make me discard it, I guess. Ah, yeah, Fnatic is pretty good with vamp. So they get their Deathclaw. Blow up the other squadron, the big squadron, I guess. It's got lifelink, but I'm going to Judgment it if they let me. Go ahead and cast this. Get a 4/4. So I can Judgment the Deathclaw, which I think I need to do. Then they can Reflection the Fnatic to get Troll back. Hit me for 1,000,000. Or 4. It's kind of 1,000,000. Nothing's legendary, huh? I mean, playing the Virtue's kind of cool too, make my stuff big, but it's not going to be big enough. Yeah, I need to just get rid of the Deathclaw. I get to attack here at least. There's that. Yep. So they get a Troll, lifelink. They attack with the real one. I'll trade. Could also Felia and then bounce Felia. I'd kind of rather just have Felia out. I don't know. Am I attacking with it though? Probably not. I still have Troll. Yeah, I guess I'll try that. Should have more recursion. And I guess bouncing or like flickering the troll to take it off lifelink is something, but I don't think that really matters too much. Probably should have played Thalia main phase just to get a counter on it. Yeah. Copy the troll. Take 12. I mean, if I can find an answer for troll and they don't hit another big thing, could be in business. If it draw 7? Yeah. Yeah, I'll play Thalia. I'm gonna wish I had reprieve. We drew absent, so that's something. I'm down to 4. They probably ripped Bowmasters. Abrade the Thalia. Okay. Noble. Sure. Solitude's good. That's a good one. If I play Solitude, I absent the Troll. I don't have much for Bowmasters if they have like Bowmasters Time Twister. I could evoke the Solitude, but then I don't have the lifelink to get back from 4. So I could just not absent the Troll. Maybe that's the play. Until, well, I don't know. Because I can just evoke it with like Commando or something. And then play Jackrabbit Evangelist and leave up absent. Because Reprieve doesn't save me. They have a lot of mana, so returning to their hand doesn't really work. I guess Commando takes care of Reflection, though. It's 3 mana. So I could Solitude the Troll. Or I could just hold Solitude. Yeah, maybe I do that. Let's blow that up. Hold Solitude, Absent, and Reprieve. Nah, I should play something. Yeah, let's go Evangelist here. round of counters for everyone. Because, I mean, they may not even have, like, Bowmasters draw 7. I don't want to lose to that. They could have something far worse. And as good as Reprieve is, they have a million mana, and I don't think Reprieve is going to, like, save me from a game-winning play so much. Could still be decent value, but not too concerned with leaving, like, Reprieve, Absent, and Solitude up, you know? I think I just want, like, Absent and Solitude in case of Bowmasters, and I'll probably be good otherwise. Famous last words. Attacking with the Goblin. Okay. Six. I think I'd rather keep the Squadron. Because then when the Evangelist dies, I get a bigger bat. They might not kill the Evangelist, I guess, but... Oh, they did? Okay. Sure. Tapping the Noble. You have a natural order? Harvester of Misery. Ah, that way. Could reprieve that. Yeah, sure. Let's reprieve that. Make them use all their mana on it if they want to do it. Sure, you got me. That's funny. I think if I'd blocked differently, I could have avoided complete disaster there, but it's okay. Let's go Giver. Guide of Souls. Sure. Maybe I was greedy. I wanted to get the card off the Jackrabbit. There's the Bowmasters. You have to draw 7. You think you're so cute. They're about to play the Time Twister too. That's funny. I mean, if they have removal for Guide of Souls or Jackrabbit, then they still win. I didn't think they were gonna have Bowmasters, Twister, and Bat. Like, but whatever. They have a cool list. You can draw. One top, one bottom. Back street. It's back all right. Path, sure. Million rabbits. Jump. Untap, bunch of counters. Minsk and Boo. Okay. Get another big creature. They just said GG. I misplayed both matches. I don't really know what they're referring to, but Magic's a hard game. Okay, can't do anything about that. I think this is just game 2, by the way. Could be wrong. Maybe I won one. I don't know. Okay, I'm at 1. Ritual. Time Twister. Judgment. Commando. Wow. Brutality for the win. Brutal indeed. Yikes. Okay. That was unfortunate. Kind of a grindy match. I mean, I already knew I wasn't going to get a trophy, so it is what it is. My opponent's deck was, I don't know, it had a lot of good cards. I don't know if the deck itself would be considered good, but it beat me in 2 games, so what can I really say? Minsk and Boo, I mean, it didn't shine too much in that game, but it did some work. Or it didn't shine too much in that match even, but still a good card. But yeah, it was just the threat of Bowmasters, and then they just like they had it. They had it when I was afraid they would have it. It was kind of like the other match where it's like I kept making these plays where I'm like, okay, I can do this and that, but then if they have these 3 cards in combination, then I could be in trouble. And then it's like, boom, they have these 3 cards in combination. You know, it's like, what can you do? I was like, yeah, I'll play this and this, but if they have Bowmasters and Time Twister and a thing to get a card out of my hand, then I could be in trouble. It's like, yep, check. Anyway, that's Magic, baby. Meanwhile, inconceivable, just up to 22 trophies, just racking them up. Anyway, that will probably be it for today. Kind of a short stream. But I'm gonna get into some other stuff. So thanks for watching on this Christmas day. Or if you're watching later, then thanks for watching whenever it is in the twilight between Christmas and New Year's. But yeah, till next time. Be back tomorrow for some more Vintage Cube action, and hopefully see you then. Like, subscribe, all that good stuff. Adios.